live rights, never mind. So I guess we'll start in just a short while. So yeah, it's gonna be the second semi-final of Team Masters Team Cup 2014. Funteam versus PENTA. And I guess before we start, we can take another look at the playoffs tree, just to see how these teams came to the semi-finals. So Funteam began with defeating Lioncast in the quarterfinals, or in the 8 finals rather, and then defeated Team Acer in the quarterfinals. PENTA played against A New Era in the 8 finals, and then against Speedo Team in the quarterfinals, which they actually had quite a hard time beating. Speedo Team did well, and I believe the result was 7-5, 7-5. But alright, that's gonna be... Okay, one more warm-up and then we'll start, hopefully. But yeah, once as the players are doing one more warm-up, we can take a closer look at the first map, which will be Do You Even Tech Bra, made by Kurdo, and the world record here is 39.857 by Scrappy. And Scrappy, of course, plays for PENTA, and we'll see if he's gonna play on this map. I don't think so. He's not in the lineup. Seems to be Clovny, Renew, Saffron, and Zack playing for PENTA. And then for Funteam, they still have 5 players in their lineup: Hobby, Tween, Sheriff, Revolution, and Kappa. But I believe that's gonna be the end of the warm-ups. Or maybe not. Okay, one more warm-up for Kappa, who I guess joined the server late. So we'll do one final warm-up round, and then we'll start the match. So I guess I'm a bit surprised that Scrappy is not playing on this first map, considering he does have the world record, or at least the online record. It's possible that someone else have a faster time offline. Clovny is driving. Of course, Clovny also a really good Canyon player. I guess that's his main game still, but still very good in Stadium as well. And I believe he joined PENTA for this tournament. So we'll see how he will do in this semi-final. And now we will go not live. Hobby writes he gotta fix something. So we'll wait for Hobby now. Maybe we'll go through all the teams, all the players. Okay, Funteam's lineup is gonna be Tween, Hobby, Kappa, and Sheriff. And then for PENTA we got Clovny, Renew, Saffron, and Zack. And at the moment waiting for Hobby. And I think this could be a pretty close match. Both teams seem pretty even to me when you look at the lineups. I'm a bit surprised though also that Beat is not driving for Funteam. Beat and Tween did really good against Team Acer in the quarterfinals. They had the most amount of points on the 2 maps. So a bit surprised that he is not driving. We'll see, maybe he will play the other maps. Alright, I think Hobby is ready, so now we'll go live into the first round of this semi-final in Team Masters Team Cup 2015 between Funteam and PENTA. We already know their opponent in the grand final. That first semi-final was played earlier tonight. And now we'll find out who the second grand finalist will be. And there will also be a match for 3rd place. Played, I guess, on Sunday as well next week. Alright, here we go. And let's follow Tween through this first round. Plays for Funteam, is a very important player for them. As we go live into the first round. We saw a lot of mistakes in this first corner in the first semi-final between Team Dignitas and Back to Business. And Saffron is the only player that crashed. Oh, that was a huge crash from Tween for Funteam. That's not gonna help them. Renew will go up in the lead ahead of Clovny. Then Kappa, Zack, Sheriff, and Hobby will follow. Clovny and Renew second and first ahead of Kappa and Hobby, but a great turn there from Zack, goes up to 3rd place. Top 3 for PENTA on their way to win the first point. Here's the last turn. It's not a difficult turn, so Don't think we'll see any mistakes. Kappa will pass Renew in the end. But it's not enough to catch up to Klovny and Zach. And that will be a point for Penta. Takes the first point. So 0-1 is the score. Starting the second round. See if Tween can now avoid crashing. Oh, he will lose some speed in the start. Drops down to 8th place. Saffron will end up clipping the pole. And Tween with a great couple of turns here. Goes up in the front even. Not the best wall hit though. Goes a bit too wide. Renew and Zach first and second. But then the 4 Funteam players will follow. Tween, Hobby, Kappa and Sheriff. So right now we do have a draw. 18 points for both teams. Zach and Renew! Renew will end up crashing in the end. And that's gonna be a point for Funteam instead. Renew not able to keep it together there in the end. And Funteam will tie up the score. Zach has started off this match well. Second place in the first round and now first place in the second round. Ooh, that was an 18-17 round score actually. Would have been a draw had Hobby not retired, so that was really close. Renew will fall down a bit in the start. Otherwise, no other player have made a mistake. Klovny will get a bad wall hit. That's always the risk you take when you take a wall hit. Sometimes you get a bad bounce from it. So Klovny will drop down to 8th place. We got Saffron in the lead. Sheriff will pass Zach. Hobby will teleport up to 2nd place. I'm not sure who's gonna win this one. Might be another close one. Saffron will win it ahead of Hobby at 2nd, Kappa at 3rd, Zach at 4th, Sheriff at 5th, Tween at 6th, Renew at 7th and Klovny at 8th. And that will actually be a blue point. 2016 round score. Funteam wins their 2nd round in a row and are now in the lead at 2-1. And this has definitely started off close. Tween now with a great start. See if he can keep it together. Not the best turn there. Good wall hit though, and will take the lead here together with Renew for Penta. Sheriff at 3rd place. Almost hit the wall. Stays on the road though, and with good speed goes up in the lead. Tween and Sheriff first and second. Renew will pass Tween and go up to 2nd, or will pass Sheriff and go up to 2nd, but Sheriff with a lot of speed in the end will pass him. It's gonna be top 2 for Funteam, and that's going to be enough to win the round. Hobby at 5th and Kappa at 8th. And Funteam now 3 rounds in a row, 3-1 in the lead. Starting the 5th round. Oh, and Zach now having trouble with that turn. Saffron will once again drop down in the start. Zach will pass him. Oh, and a huge crash from Zach. So we got the 2 Penta players at the bottom. Funteam can now go up to a 4-1 lead. Sheriff at 6th place. Renew and Klovny will have to take 1st and 2nd here to force the draw. They will go up to those positions. Ahead of Kappa, Tween, Hobby and Sheriff coming up to the ending, but Kappa with good speed in the end, able to pass Renew. Yes, he will, and he will also pass Klovny, in fact. Goes up in the lead. Renew drops down to 5th. And that will be another point for Funteam. Zach not able to finish the round. So yeah, Penta won the first point, but after that it's been looking really good for Funteam. Tween has started playing good, up to 25 points, Kappa at 26, Zach at 23, Sheriff at 23 as well, Saffron at 21, so is Hobby, Klovny at 21 as well, and Renew at 18. Still a really close match, all the rounds have been fairly close. I would not count out Penta just yet. Seems like a pretty close round so far. Renew is at 8th place, but only 37 hundredths behind 1st. Hobby in the lead right now ahead of Klovny and Zach. Renew is almost able to pass Kappa. Will get good speed here in the end and will pass him as well, but no idea who's gonna win this one. Hobby will take the round ahead of Zach, Tween, Klovny, Saffron, Sheriff, Renew and Kappa, and it will be a draw. 18 points for both teams and the score will stay the same. Starting the 7th round now. Penta does not want to afford losing one more point here. Would not be good for their self-esteem. Tween will end up clipping the wall. So that's good for Penta. Saffron and Zach in the lead together with Klovny as well. Only Penta, Renew I mean, has dropped down a bit, but he will pass Kappa. Zach will lose some speed here in the end, but it still looks pretty good for Penta. Kappa with good speed passing Renew. And Saffron will pass Sheriff in the end to take first with a time of 40.27. And that will be Penta's second point of the match, to put the score at 4-2. Sheriff and Saffron now with the most amount of points at 33. Good start here from Klovny, Saffron and Renew. Sheriff at 8th place, but not far behind as you can see. Does not go for the wall hit. It seems to be 50-50. Half of the players will take it and the others won't. Tween will go up in the lead there. Risky line for Sheriff. Did not lose his speed. Is at 4th behind Saffron and Renew. It's another really close round. No idea who's gonna win it. Zach was at last place 1 moment ago, but now goes up to 4th place. Saffron, Renew and Zach will make this a point for Penta. And now they are only 1 point away behind Funteam, I mean. See if they can tie up the score in the next round. Oh, that was a red player, Renew. I must say though that compared to the other semi-final, we don't see nearly as many early mistakes in this match. Penta goes for that wall, or Renew goes for that wall hit, but it's not successful. Might not matter though. Klovny and Saffron first and second. Zach will go up to 3rd place. Penta on their way to tie up the score. This is their round to lose at this point. Klovny will take first, Saffron second, and Zach at 3rd place. Penta are awake now. And it's all tied up, 4-4. Will we see tennis mode at 6-6? I don't think we have you seen a tennis mode map so far in the playoffs? I'm not sure. Can't remember anyone. This might be the first one. As we start the 10th round, Saffron takes the early lead. Klovny and Zach. It's also up there for Penta. They are on a roll, looking to win another point and go up in the lead again. Klovny and Saffron first and second. But here comes Hobby and Tween. Oh, and that was Klovny. He will fall down. That might make a huge difference here. Kappa and Tween about to take first and second. Saffron with a bad last turn, and Funteam will strike again and go up in the lead at 5-4. Lost 3 rounds in a row, but seems like they weren't too affected by that. And they are only 2 points away now from winning the first map. And being 1 step closer to reaching the grand final. Oh, and a huge bump there for Sheriff. Will open it up for Penta to tie up the score once again, and that was also a blue player, Hobby, the next victim. Saffron though will lose some speed. Hobby with a no drift, and Saffron will pass him again. Will that make a difference? We'll see. Zach and Klovny right now in the lead. Kappa will pass Klovny and go up to 2nd place. Tween not far behind at 4th, but it still looks to be in favor of Penta. Zach on his way to win. Kappa seems to beat Klovny in the end. But will it be enough? No, this is gonna be a Penta round, yes. So Penta ties up the score once again, 5-5 now. Both teams only 2 points away from winning the first map. So whoever wins this next point will have map point. Putting pressure on the other team. Oh, Sheriff with another slow start. Klovny also with a minor mistake. At 7th place, does not go for the wall hit and will pass Hobby. Saffron in the lead right now. Can Penta win and go up to map point? Zach will join up with Saffron at 2nd place, but here's Tween and Kappa with good speed. It's gonna be decided here in the end. Zach will get a small bump, I think. Will allow Kappa to pass him, and then Tween, will he defeat Saffron? No! He will be behind with 9 thousandths of a second. And that's gonna be enough for Penta to win. 16-20 round score again. Penta up to map point at 5-6. Putting the pressure on Funteam. They will have to win now to force tennis mode. Here we go. No early mistakes this time. All 8 players passing that difficult turn in the start. Oh, that was a player though. Hobby will drop down for Funteam. Not what they needed at all. Here's the wall hit. Tween in the lead ahead of Saffron, Kappa, Sheriff, Zach and Klovny. Anyone's round, but Kappa will go up to 2nd place. I believe Klovny, no, it was Saffron who dropped down. Oh, what a huge crash there from... who was it? I don't know. Klovny, no, he's at 3rd place. Tween will take 1st, Kappa 2nd, and Sheriff will take 4th. That's gonna be enough for Funteam to force tennis mode. Zach was the one who crashed in the end. So now tennis mode is in effect. That means that you have to win with 2 points. So far Tween with the most amount of points, 72, ahead of Kappa at 63. Saffron also at 63, Zach at 61, Klovny at 60, Sheriff at 50, Hobby at 49 and Renew at 47 as we go live into the first round in tennis mode. I think someone hit the pole, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Hobby I believe. Yes, Hobby is far behind once again. Klovny will lose some speed here in the drop. We got Sheriff in the lead ahead of Saffron and Tween. Zach at 5th place right now. Looks like this might go to Funteam. Unless Saffron can catch up to Sheriff in the end. No, he won't. And Funteam will now go up to their first map point at 7-6. (7-6) now. Funteam with the map point, putting the pressure on Penta. Good start from all players. Hobby once again at the bottom. Oh, and a red player. It's Renew who drops down to 8th place. Sheriff and Hobby though at 6th and 7th. So Kappa and Tween will have to do well if they want to win this point. They are in the lead here together with Saffron and Klovny, but Kappa will lose some speed. See if Tween can take 1st place. Tries to build up as much speed as possible. Will pass Saffron over the stretch, but will it be enough? No, Saffron, Klovny and Zach will keep Penta alive, tying up the score again at 7-7. And it's still anyone's map to win. So both teams now have had 1 map point each. Oh, Renew with a bad start. Also Sheriff, who is behind him, and Sheriff will crash again. Here comes the wall hit. Hobby and Kappa goes for the drift. This does not really pay off. Klovny and Zach at 1st and 2nd. Kappa though with a good turn. Will join up with Hobby, but if Klovny and Zach will take 1st and 2nd, it's not gonna matter. Sheriff still at 8th place. Penta on their way to win this round. Klovny ahead of Tween. No, Tween will go up to 1st place. Will that make a difference? Yes, it is a draw. Tween makes it a draw by defeating Klovny and Zach in the end with 600s. And the score is still 7-7. This could not be any closer. Oh, and a huge no drift for Klovny. Can Funteam take advantage of it? Saffron with the lead together with Renew. Great wall hit from Tween. Puts him at first place with 1300s. Hobby might be able to go up to second. There's Sheriff as well. This looks good for Funteam. Kappa also doing well in this round. We'll see Saffron and Zach passing him though. Oh, still looks good here for Funteam. Tween in the lead, but Sheriff loses a lot of speed in the end. Zach will pass him. And also Renew, but Hobby will take third place. No idea who's going to win this one. I think... Oh, it's going to be Funteam actually. It is going to be Funteam. Really close round though. Only Klovny with a crash in that round. 2016 round score. And it's 8-7 now. Funteam with their second map point. Can they close it out now? Or will we see Penta fighting back again? Ooh, Kappa went extremely close to the wall. But as a result, we'll go up in lead here together with Tween. Someone crashed. Hobby has dropped down for Funteam. But so has Saffron for Penta. Saffron is miles away. Can Penta win this round? Zach and Klovny goes up to first and second place. Tween at third. We'll have to have a good ending again. He goes for a wide line. Will keep his grip as well. Here comes Tween with good speed. Will pass Zach, but not Klovny. And Renew will take an important fourth place ahead of Kappa, Sheriff and Hobby. And that's going to be a point for Penta. 8-8. And it's still not over. I believe the record of the longest tennis match is like 14-12 from... a ESL Pro Series match for Germany. I think that was the longest one. So we'll see if that's gonna be beaten. Hobby will drop down here. See if Penta now can go up to map point. No, Zach will with the bad wall hit. In the lead we got Tween as so many times before. Klovny will join up and also passing with good speed. Here's Saffron at third place. It looks pretty promising for Penta. Kappa and Sheriff at fourth and fifth though. Oh, Klovny will defeat Tween in the end. No, he won't. Tween will pass him with 6,000 and that's gonna be a draw. Once again, Tween will get the draw because of a good ending. And it's still 8-8. Tween at 117 points. Zach at second with 91. Wow, Tween is really carrying his team. Oh, and Klovny will now get a bump. Falls down to 8th place. Here comes the wall hit. And Tween on his back. Tween on his back. Respawn is not allowed, so Funteam will not get any points. Or Tween will not get any points in this round. Penta on their way to get map point again. Zach in the lead ahead of Saffron at second. Renew at fourth. Kappa will pass him. Oh, what a bad ending there from Renew, but it's not gonna matter. Hobby will... Oh, and Renew misses the finish. Renew misses the finish and won't get any points either. What is this? Who's gonna win this one? I have no idea. Let's see. It's going to be... a red point, so Penta still wins it. Whoa. Let's see here. 15-18 round score. 8-9 for Penta. Here we go. Once again, it's map point for Penta. Tween with a huge crash in that previous round. That's not good for Funteam. See if you can do better now. Renew at 8th place. Someone got a no drift. Not Tween is in the lead. It's Kappa though for Funteam. Sheriff will go up to an important second place behind Tween. Hobby is ahead of... No, he's not. He's crashed. It's up to Tween and Sheriff now to get the draw. Can they take first and second to keep this match alive? Tween will take first, but can Sheriff take second? No! Zach will pass him in the end, and that's going to be it! Penta wins the first map with an 8-10 score! Crazy, crazy first map! Extremely close. And Tween with 126 points at first place, but in the end it's not going to matter. Funteam will lose the first map. Alright, let me update the score. So Penta in the lead with 0-1. 8-10 on the first map. We'll see if it's gonna be as close on the second map, which is not Stupid Ducks. That is the third map, so we're gonna skip it. And instead go to Kill Me, Heal Me, which is made by Roa, and the world record here is 38.062 by Sheriff. And we'll have a couple of warm-ups round before we continue the semi-final. Let's just take a look at the Daddy. We see that Sheriff, Tween and Beat are occupying top 3. Schiller's side for Penta is at 6th. Zach at 8th. Ryder for Funteam at 12th. Revi at 13th. Kappa at 14th. Ollie at 15th. Nevermind at 17th. Hobby at 18th. And then we also got Miquattro at 22nd, Traps at 24th, and Renew at 29th. But it seems like this map is more suited for Funteam, based on the Daddy at least. So it seems like the lineups are settled. It's going to be Kappa, Sheriff, Beat and Tween driving for Funteam. And for Penta we got Zach, Schiller's side, Ollie and Miquattro. And it looks like we'll have a couple of more warm-ups. They haven't... oh no, they said 2 warm-ups, so I guess... one more after this, and then we'll continue the match. I think this map is maybe a bit easier than the first one, so we might see closer rounds, even closer rounds, because the first map was really close, of course. But yeah, if you look at the first semi-final, it was way closer on this second map. So we'll see. It still feels like Funteam will have a pretty good chance to tie up the score and force the third and final map. Alright, so this is gonna be the last warm-up. We are continuing the TM Masters Team Cup 2015 semi-final match between Funteam and Penta as I get disconnected from the server. I wonder if everyone got disconnected or if it's just me. I'm gonna quickly rejoin. Okay, it looks like it was me, so maybe I got auto-kicked by not writing in the chat or something, but I'm back and it seems like I didn't miss anything, no. Alright, good luck, have fun. So the lineups will be Beat, Kappa, Tween and Hobby. So Beat is now driving for Funteam. And for Penta we got Miquattro, Ollie, Zach and Schiller's side. So a couple of new players. And Beat, as I mentioned, was really good against Team Acer in the quarterfinals. So that's definitely going to help Funteam. Tween, of course, still driving. Following Hobby here as we go through the first couple of rounds. We'll get a good start. Zach will get a bump from the curb. Drops down to 8th place. Beat will pass him. Hobby and Tween right now, first and second. Kappa at 4th place. Schillerside will pass him, and also Hobby goes up to 2nd place. Miquattro doing decently here. Can he build up good speed and catch up to Ollie perhaps? Schillerside in the lead ahead of Kappa, Tween and Hobby. Funteam will win the first round. 38.29 by Schillerside, but it's all in vain. Zach getting that unfortunate bump. Was doing well before that happened, so had he not gotten it, it might have been a point for Penta instead. And who was that in start? It was Zach! Zach with a terrible start to this second map. Now Funteam can take a 2-point lead. Of course, they were in the lead on the first map as well with 4-1, but then Penta came back strongly, and we did see Tween there dropping a lot of positions. Instead, Hobby will take over the lead. Schillerside and Miquattro following him. Ollie is also doing well for Penta. Looks like Penta will tie up the score unless Beat can pass a couple of players in the end. He will pass Ollie, but it's not going to be enough, I think. Here comes Zach, and we'll get 1 point for his team. And it's going to be a draw! 18 points each for the teams. So yeah, that was an important 4th place by Beat, passing Ollie in the last turn. Keeping the score at 1-0. This time Zach will avoid crashing in the start. It's in the middle of the pack. Schillerside with the early lead, but will end up losing his grip in the downhill. Tween will take over instead. Hobby and Beat just behind him. Kappa not too far behind either. Will go up to 4th place. Only Zach is in the top here for Penta. Funteam looks to win another point. Tween will take first, 38.35 ahead of Kappa with 39, Beat with 41, and Hobby with 46. So Funteam with a 2-point lead now. Still doesn't feel like Penta should be lose this second map, though they can still challenge Funteam, but Schillerside will drop down in the start, so that's not a good sign. Really close otherwise. Zach trying to take that first place, but he got the 4 Funteam players behind him. Beat, Kappa, Hobby and Tween behind Zach. Very strong performance there from Funteam. No question about it, and it's now 3-0. Point 29, point 31, point 31 and point 34. Very impressive. So yeah, we'll see if Penta can come back from this. Again, they were behind with 4-1 on the first map and would end up winning, so could do something similar on the second map as well. But they need to start winning these rounds pretty soon. Miquattro at 8th place, Kappa at 7th, Hobby at 6th. In the lead we got Ollie ahead of Zach and Schillerside. So this could be a point for Penta. Ollie will lose some speed in the end though. Hobby and Beat. Also Kappa will pass him. Zach trying to take first place ahead of Tween, and Schillerside will take second, passing Tween in the last turn. And that's going to be a draw. It's going to be a draw. Ollie drops down to 7th place in the end. So the score will stay the same. Oh, and that was a player for Penta. It's Ollie, who will have to turn around here as well. So he's going to be far, far behind, but looks like it will be at least able to get 1 point. In the meantime, we got Hobby, Tween, and Kappa in the lead for Funteam. Oh, Kappa, okay, goes wide. Different line from the other players. Will go up to 2nd place. This is going to be another point for Funteam. They are dominating on this second map. 1600s between all 4 players. Only Schiller's side able to defeat any of the Funteam players, and it's now 4-0. And of course, had Funteam won that first map, then they would have been very close to reaching the grand final. But now, even if they win the second map, they will have to win another map as well. And that was only again for PENTA, not having a good good performance on the second map. Beat will drop down, so will Zack. Ollie will pass them both. In the top we have Tween. Who else? Ahead of me, Quattro, Kappa and Hobby. So this looks to be another point for Funteam. Schiller's side will sneak by Hobby in the end. And not gonna matter though. Funteam wins. 2016 round score this time. 2 points away from sweeping the second map. Still been a couple of close rounds, so PENTA, I wouldn't say they've been unlucky, but maybe they should have won at least 1 point by now. See if this will be their first point or not. Ollie will take the lead. It's a much better start for him. Quattro following. Zack also up there for PENTA. Only Schiller's side is a bit behind. He's crashed. All 4 Funteam players doing well deep into this round. Zack in the lead. Quattro, can he go up to second place? No, he's at third behind Kappa. Can this be a point for PENTA though? Zack will win, and Quattro passing Kappa. No, he won't. Kappa actually staying in front. They have the same exact time, and it's going to be a draw again. I was certain that Quattro was ahead of Kappa, but Kappa had a shorter line to the finish line. Able to tie Quattro in time and will get the more points, so that did force a draw, and it's still 5-0 in favor of Funteam. Hobby gets a bump. All 4 PENTA players doing well. Beat will drop down. So maybe now PENTA will finally get a point on the scoreboard. Zack again in the lead. Ahead of Tween, Schiller's side, Kappa, Ollie and Quattro. A lot of red players, and that's going to be a round for PENTA. Zack wins 38.25 ahead of Schiller's side with 0.38. 5-1. And again, they were behind with 4-1 on the first map, so still doable for PENTA, but they need to start winning now. Funteam only 1 point away from map point. Good start there from Hobby, Tween and Beat. Also Kappa. Top 4 Funteam there for a small moment. They're all still doing well. Schiller's side at the bottom for PENTA. Not anymore though. We'll pass Zack, and Hobby will end up crashing for Funteam. Beat in the lead ahead of Quattro and Kappa. Tween is at fourth. No, Schiller's side will pass him, but it's going to be a point for Funteam. Great last turn there from Tween, able to overtake Schiller's side. And Funteam now up to map point 6-1. I don't really see PENTA coming back from this. It's a bit too late. Funteam only having to win 1 more point to force that last map. Tween with a good start, only behind Quattro, but now ahead of him. Kappa a bit further back. Still in it though. Tries to build up good speed. It's really close. PENTA could perhaps win this one. Tween in the lead, but then all 4 PENTA players is following him. They are surrounding him now as well. Oh, huge crash there from Zack in the end. But it's still going a point, be a point for PENTA. And now the score is 6-2. 4 points away from forcing tennis mode on the second map as well. And Tween ends up getting a slowdown in the start. See if Penta can take advantage of it. Tween catching up a bit. Kappa drops down to 7th place. Zach in the lead, ahead of Miquattro, Ollie, and Schiller's side. Unless we see any late mistakes, Zach will end up crashing. But Penta still got this round. So let's follow Schiller's side. Miquattro will take first, ahead of Hobby. Ollie will take third, and it's another draw. It's another draw. Zach crashing in the end there, and also Schiller's side losing a couple of positions is enough for Funteam to get the draw. Keeping the score at 6-2. So that can't feel good for Penta, being so close to winning that round. And still 4 points away from forcing tennis mode. Miquattro with another great start. Zach will join up. Ollie also doing well. Here he is at 5th place right now. Schiller's side at 6th. Miquattro and Zach first and second. Can they keep it through this last turn as well? Here comes Kappa! But it's not enough. Miquattro and Zach will take first and second. Ollie and Schiller's side 5th and 6th. And Penta with another point. 6-3 now. Suddenly playing much better. And now I'm starting to feel like it's not impossible for them to come back. They are definitely driving better now. 6-3. Ooh, that was extremely close. That Zach would end up hitting the wall. Oh, and Tween with a bump. Falls down to 8th place. Kappa keeping a small lead. This is an extremely close round. Beat now gets the bump for Funteam. And it seems like Penta will win again. Zach, Miquattro, Ollie and Schiller's side without any mistakes, and that's going to be it. Zach wins it ahead of Miquattro, and then Ollie and Schiller's side at 5th and 6th place. 1200s between them all, and it's now 6-4. Will we see the comeback? That would, if so, be almost unheard of, to be honest. I don't think we've ever seen really these kind of comebacks before. Very, very seldom. Oh, Zach drops down in the start for Penta. Not what they needed at all. Also Miquattro now with a bad start. This could be it for Funteam. Hobby though will lose some speed. Miquattro will pass him. Tween keeping that first place. Beat Kappa behind him. This looks good for Funteam. Miquattro will end up crashing. Beat will get a bump though. Schiller's side and Miquattro can pass him, but I don't think it will be enough. Kappa and Tween able to take first and second. No! Beat will go up to second, but that's going to be it. Funteam finally closes it out, and will force that third map. 7-4 on the second map. And it's 1-1. So it's all going to be decided on the next map, which is Stupid Ducks by G-Man. The world record is 37.22 by Tween. And again, we'll have a couple of warm-ups. Going to be interesting to see who will play on this third map. Pretty sure that Tween will be one of them for Funteam. It might be actually this lineup that we see now. Kappa, Sheriff, Beat and Tween. And I think that might actually be their strongest lineup that they could have. Alright, so now we are on Stupid Ducks. Let's do a couple of warm-up rounds. And let's take a look at the Deddy again. So Funteam had a lot of good times on the second map. And as you see on the third map, they once again occupy top 3. Tween in first place, Kappa at second, and Beat at third. Then Miquattro and Renew at 5th and 6th. Sheriff at 9th, Ryder at 11th, Nevermind at 12th. Revy at 14th, Sack at 18th. Mesco at 23rd, Surd at 26th, and Air at 30th place. So judging from the Dedimania wreckage, this looks pretty good for Funteam. Alright, looks like Penta only got 3 players, Sack, Miquattro and Renew. So we'll have to wait for DNS, who seems to be the 4th player. He's still not on the server. DNS, very good player. He recently won the Penta Quick Cup, I believe that's what it's called. But yeah, he wasn't, or he isn't, I think, in the Dedi, unless I missed him. No, actually, he is at top 4 for Penta, so he got the fastest time among the Penta players. So, makes sense that they want him to play. And still not on the server though. He is coming, so shouldn't be long. And then once he joins the server, we will have a couple of more warm-ups, I'm sure. Alright, so Renew types in the chat that DNS needs 2 minutes. So it's going to be a bit of a delay before we see the conclusion of this second semi-final. And in the meantime, I'll also take a small break, so be right back. Alright, I'm back. Looks like we still haven't started. Yeah, still waiting for DNS. We'll see if he will still get any warm-ups once he shows up. Alright, DNS is now on the server, so we'll see if we will have any warm-up rounds for him. Or if we will start immediately, we'll see. Seems like we will... Okay, we're gonna do 2 warm-ups now for DNS. Nope, DNS is still not here apparently. He's standing still. So yeah, we'll have to wait a bit more for DNS. Of course, this is screwing up the timing a bit, I guess. Players will have to wait a bit longer, but shouldn't be that much of a difference. Alright, DNS is driving now, so that should be a sign that we will start pretty soon. We'll have one more warm-up for him. And yeah, I mean, DNS, he does have the fastest time for PENTA, so I'm sure they want him to perform well, and if he comes in cold into this match, then that is not good. So definitely would need warm-ups, I think. But I think that's going to be it. Or not. I guess not. No, it's gonna be another warm-up. Flo writes that he needs the warm-up, and I would agree with that for sure. But yeah, it's he's been delaying the match now for like 10 minutes, so I'm sure Funteam is not too happy about that. Alright, one more warm-up for DNS, and then we'll finally start this third and final map of the TM Masters Team Cup semi-final match between Funteam and PENTA. PENTA won the first map with 8-10, and then Funteam won the second map with 7-4. So we've seen 2 close maps, although Funteam were in the lead on the first map with 4-1 and would eventually lose that one. And then on the second map, they were in the lead with 6-1. Or maybe even 6-0, I can't remember, but yeah, having some trouble taking advantage of their leads. Let's see if they can do a better job on this third map. I suppose they have to, if they want to reach the grand final. Here we go. Good luck, have fun to both teams. Tween, Kappa, Sheriff and Beat will be playing for Funteam. Miquatro, Sack, Renew and DNS playing for PENTA. And Tween has been the player of the match so far. Dominated on the first map and also on the second, together with Kappa. See if he can do just as good on this third map. Funteam are counting on it if they want to win. He will get a decent start. Sack, small bump. Kappa will take over first place. DNS will go up in the lead now. Miquatro, Kappa and Tween doing well. Miquatro as well. Tween ends up getting a bump. Sheriff and Renew will pass him. Renew with a wall hit. Passing Sack and Kappa. Renew will also pass them. This looks good for PENTA. Top 2, DNS and Miquatro. Sack at third and Renew at fourth. Is an ace for PENTA in the first round. Sending a message to Funteam. It's not going to be easy. And PENTA, of course, have spent most of this match being behind Funteam, but did a good job catching up on the first map. See now if they will take a 2-point lead. No, Miquatro will end up crashing. It's gonna cost him a lot. And that was a red player as well. It was Sack, who will lose all his speed. Tween will pass him. Beat and Kappa in the lead for Funteam. DNS and Sheriff having a close battle for third. DNS with a much better turn. Renew will also pass Sheriff. But I think this will still be a point for Funteam. Beat and Kappa first and second. Sheriff and Tween 5th and 6th. And it's all tied up again. Pressure is high. Both teams 6 points away from reaching the grand final. DNS with a very good start. Only 300s away from the world record. His teammates not far behind him. It's a very close round so far. All 8 players doing well. Beat will lose a bit of speed. Sheriff will pass him. We got 2 Funteam players at the bottom. Tween and... Oh! That was Tween! Falls out of the track! Another bad wall hit from Tween, just like on the first map. And Penta will take another point. DNS first, Renew second, Mi4 third, and Sack 5th. So yeah, that also happened to Tween on the first map. Fell out of the track. Well, he didn't fall out of the track, but he landed on his back and could not finish the round. It's always a bit risky taking that wall hit, especially with high speed. Oh, Beat goes too wide, ends up clipping the wall. Penta now can go up to a 1-3 lead. Mi4 in the lead ahead of DNS at second. Kappa at third. Ahead of Sack at fourth. Looking good here for Penta. Tween and Sheriff will have to have a good ending. Kappa with a bad wall hit now. And Mi4 and DNS still keeping first and second. Sack might be able to go up to third. No, but still taking fourth. Ahead of Kappa, Sheriff and Beat. Also Renew ahead of Sheriff and Beat. And Penta now with a 2-point lead. DNS with 29 points. Mi4 at 22, Renew at 20, Kappa at 20 as well, Sack at 17, Beat at 13, Tween at 12 only, and Sheriff at 10. Tween has not started off good here on the third map, which is not a good sign for Funteam. Oh, and another crash from Tween! Yeah, this is not looking good right now for Funteam unless Tween can find his form again. Mi4 and DNS occupying first and second. That was a red player though. It was Renew. Renew drops down, but so has Beat for Funteam. Kappa takes over the lead, but Mi4 and DNS second and third place. Mi4 will take second. Behind Kappa, Sheriff at third, DNS at fourth, Sack at fifth, Beat at sixth, Renew at seventh, and Tween at eighth. And it's a draw. Could have gone either way there in the end. But the score will stay at 1-3. Oh, and we saw a player dropping down. Who was it? It was DNS! Also Kappa will end up crashing. Also Renew for Penta is far behind. They are dropping like flies in this round. In the top though, we got Beat in the lead ahead of Mi4, Tween and Sack. Tween and Beat could secure a point here for Funteam. Good turn there now for Tween. Does not fly out of the track. Goes up in lead as well and will take an important first place ahead of Beat. 37.35 ahead of Beat with 0.40. Defeating Mi4 and Sack. Sheriff 5th and Kappa 7th. Funteam wins their second point, putting the score at 2-3. Starting the 7th round. Good start here for Tween. Also Sheriff and Kappa doing well for Funteam early on. Oh, no drift for DNS. No, not DNS. It was Sheriff actually for Funteam. Tween not doing so well either. Kappa though in the lead ahead of DNS and Mi4 coming up to the wall hit. Not the best wall hit for Tween. Looks like this is gonna be a point for Penta unless Kappa can make a difference. No! It's not gonna matter. Kappa and Beat second and third, but Penta will win with a 17-19 round score. Two 4 now. Penta 3 points away from qualifying to the grand final. DNS takes the lead again. Sheriff at 8th place for Funteam, Beat at 7th. Does not look good for Funteam now. DNS and Miquattro leading the charge, and DNS now falling out of the track. Funteam very lucky with that, but here comes Zach taking first place ahead of Miquattro and Renew ahead of Beat and Sheriff. I think it's still gonna be enough for Penta to win the round, despite DNS falling out of the track. Wow. Funteam not lucky at all. Penta up to a 2-5 lead now. 2 points away from qualifying to the grand final. Funteam in a position they've never been in this match. They are used to leading. So close to winning that first map and dominated on the second. And now they are very close to getting eliminated. Beat has not been doing well so far. DNS with another mistake. This time gets a bump. Does not go for the wall hit. Coming up to the ending though, still looks good for Penta. Renew in the lead ahead of Zach. Miquattro also doing well. Kappa and Sheriff though with a good ending. And it's going to be a draw. Kappa and Sheriff passing Zach. And I guess also Miquattro. And that's going to make a huge difference. Keeping the score at 2-5. But Funteam cannot be satisfied with getting the draws though. They need to win the points as well. And so far it's been Penta that has always won the close rounds. And Tween still not doing well, only with 31 points. Miquattro ends up crashing for Penta. Tween goes up in the lead, Kappa follows. Beat also up there, so this looks much better now for Funteam. Will Tween go for the wall hit? Yes, but will do it successfully. And we got top 4 Funteam. Oh, but then Kappa ends up crashing. However, still going to be top 3 Funteam, winning their 3rd point of this 3rd map, putting the score at 3-5, 2 points away from Penta. Funteam still not out of it. Good start from Zach, going close to the walls. Going for as short of a trajectory as possible. Miquattro will pass him and go up in the lead. Here comes DNS as well. Always does that turn really well. But so does Beat and Kappa. It's a close round. Renew seems to be at the bottom, a bit further behind. DNS will drop down to 7th. And B still in the lead. Miquattro is 2nd, then Kappa, Tween and Sheriff follows. Looks like Funteam will win another point. Then Tween will get a no drift in the end. However, it's still a point for Funteam, thanks to Beat, Kappa and Sheriff. And it's 4-5. Penta 2 ways from winning the match. Tween and his team Funteam are 3 points away. Looked for a moment that Penta would run away with it, but now feels like it's anyone's match to win. Miquattro with a good start once again ahead of Tween, Zach, Renew, Kappa, DNS and Beat. Sheriff at 8th place for Funteam. Kappa losing some speed as well before the wall hit. Tween in the lead, but he got Zach and Renew behind him. Also Miquattro. Beat with a no drift in the end, and Renew will end up crashing. And it's going to be a blue point. How the hell did that happen? It all gets decided in the end for some reason, the very last turn. And it's now tied up, 5-5. Funteam has won 3 rounds in a row, 2 points away from winning the match. So is Penta. Will we see tennis mode again? Terrible start for Sheriff. And Kappa goes too wide, clips the wall. 2 Funteam players down. Penta can go up to match point now if they win this one. It's up to Tween and Beat. Where is Beat though? He is further back. Got lots of Penta players in front of him, but with a good wall hit, though, he goes up in the lead here together with McQuattro and Zach. Reno will pass him, though. Top 3 for Penta, and Penta will reach match point. Reno, Zach, and McQuattro, top 3. DNS at 5th. It's a strong round for Penta. 900s between all 4 players. 5-6. Match point for Penta. Funteam will have to win to force tennis mode. Here we go. Will this be the last round of the match? Who's gonna end up crashing first? It's Renu. Don't think he crashed, but he loses a lot of speed for Penta. That's good for Funteam, but here's Kappa. Oh, what a huge crash from Zach. Zach is down for Penta, but we got McQuattro, DNS in the lead ahead of Tween, Sheriff, and Beat. Funteam will have to come up with something here in the end. McQuattro and DNS takes first and second. It might be a draw though. Tween ahead though. Can Tween get second place or first? Yes! He will take second! And it's going to be a point for Funteam instead of a draw. We are at tennis mode. 6-6. Could not ask for a better ending to this match. Tween has definitely stepped it up here in the end. He's up to 58 points now. He will have to continue play well though if Funteam wants to win this match. Here we go. 15th round of the match. Sheriff with yet another bad start for Funteam. Oh, and Beat will drop down. Also, Kappa was not doing too well here. DNS in the lead. Ahead of Tween, McQuattro, Zach, and Renu. Kappa will pass Renu though, but it still looks good for Penta. McQuattro and Tween fighting for first place. Then following is Zach and DNS coming up to the ending. Great wall hit from Renu. The last turn will decide it again. Tween goes up in the lead. Who's gonna win this one? It's Penta. Penta wins it. McQuattro second, Renu third. Zach at 5th and DNS at 6th place. Crazy round, and Penta back to match point at 6-7. Second opportunity now to close out the match. Alright, here we go. Can Penta do it? McQuattro with a great start and Beat. No, it was Kappa who drops down. Also Zach for Penta though. 1 for 1. DNS in the lead ahead of Beat, Tween, and Sheriff. McQuattro and Reno though will pass Sheriff in the next turn, but Sheriff with good speed coming up to the wall hit. Good wall hit as well. Tween keeping the first lead here ahead of DNS. No, DNS in the lead, but he got Tween, Beat, and Sheriff behind him. And that's going to be a draw. It's another draw. 8200s between all 8 players. 6-7 for Penta, as they will get their 3rd match point. See if they can do it now, or will Funteam continue this match? Oh, who was that? It was a player for Penta. It's Zach. Zach is crumbling here in the end. He's starting to make a lot of mistakes. Also, Reno will drop down. Of course, the pressure is high now. McQuattro will get a no drift. Lots of mistakes. Tween and Sheriff keeping it together though for Funteam, together with Penta, DNS, who will drop down to 3rd place. Kappa is also up there for Funteam. Not the best wall hit for DNS. Kappa and Beat will pass him. This is definitely going to be a point for Funteam. They will get an ace. Sheriff at 1st, Tween at 2nd, Kappa at 3rd, and Beat at 4th place. 7-7. Still anyone's match to win. We are playing for a spot into the grand final. Whoever wins this map is in the grand final. Decent start from all players. See here, who was it that fell down a bit? It was Renu for Penta, but he's not too far behind. It's a really close round so far. The ending will decide it. Kappa will lose a bit of speed. Let's follow DNS. He's at 3rd place. Beat and McQuattro fighting for 1st place. DNS at 3rd. Looks good for Penta in the end. McQuattro or Beat? It's going to be McQuattro who takes 1st place. Penta will win again, and they are back to match point at 7-8. 4th match point now for Penta. Funteam still haven't had the opportunity. They have to win again now to tie it up at 8-8. Great start for DNS. He's eager to close out this match. Kappa goes a bit too wide. Still in it though. Miquattro and DNS first and second. Tween trying his best to take first place in this round. Sheriff is far behind. He's made a mistake. So has Zack, who continues to perform badly here in the end. Here comes the ending. DNS in the lead. Tween at second. Miquattro at third place. Beat and Kappa follows. Here comes Beat with a lot of speed. Able to pass Miquattro in the end. And that's going to be a point for no one. It's another draw. It's another draw. 7-8. And Penta will have their 5th match point. Fifth match point for Penta. Starting the 20th round of this crazy, insane match. It's the second time we have tennis mode. We also had it on the first map. Can Penta close it out now, or will Funteam survive another round? Kappa with a decent start here, goes up in the lead for Funteam. Beat also up there. Renew again at the bottom. Sheriff at 7th, coming up to the wall hit. Kappa and Beat first and second. Here comes Tween as well. Zack, will he be able to come back in the end? DNS tries to go for first place, but no! It's going to be a blue point, and Funteam ties up the score again. 8-8. Funteam refuses to lose this match. It's just not part of their plan whatsoever. And it's 8-8. Still, Funteam has not had a match point. See if they can win this round to go up to 9-8. Or will we see the 6th attempt for Penta? Oh, Zack with a bump. Penta got Miquattro and DNS in the lead as so many times before. They have the most amount of points as well in the scoreboard. Here comes the ending though. Miquattro is gone. Miquattro is gone. This looks good for Funteam now. DNS will take second behind Sheriff and ahead of Kappa, Tween and Beat. Funteam have reached their first match point at 9-8. 9-8 for Funteam. They lost the first map with 8-10. Will they get the revenge here on the third map? First attempt for Funteam. It would kind of be a bit funny if they did it in their first attempt after Penta has had 5 attempts. So here we go. Kappa is lagging a bit, but he's still in the race. No mistakes. Tween keeping that first place. Definitely doing better now. Miquattro at second ahead of Beat. Then Sheriff and Kappa. This looks good for Funteam as we go through the last couple of turns. Will this be it? Miquattro is gone. Renew is the only one left. Last couple of turns. Tween in the lead. Renew at second. Sheriff and Beat. And Kappa also doing well. Here comes Zack. But it's not going to be enough. Funteam wins the match with 10-8 on the third map. Penta had 5 match points, but not able to close it out. Funteam in their first attempt will make it and have qualified to the grand final. GG!